So this is a 4-3-2-2 draft. Into the core, Vidalkin, don't know his last name, Burn the Impure, and nothing else. I don't know this format that well. I think Into the Core is pretty strong, and I want to be in red, I think. In the first pack, I'm going to put somebody else in red to my left, potentially, by passing that Burn the Impure, but that's okay. I think Into the Core is a stronger card. Also, I'm going to try to force some vampires, since that was discussed. Septic Rats, Peace Strider, Morbid Plunder, Mythic Rare. I like Peace Strider, but Morbid Plunder I've seen be pretty good. But I think I'm going to take Peace Strider. Don't know what this is. Skywing, Rager, Copper Carapace, Ichor Spring. I'm going to pick the Skywing. I think it's pretty strong. And I think I'm going to try to stay open because I want to get a bomb at some point. Also, I'll need artifacts for my metalcraft for my vampires. Keeper, Flare Husk, Rager, Marauder, Divine Offering. These are all pretty strong cards. Looks like red is cut, and we're not going to get any red in the other direction. Flare Husk is not as powerful as these other cards. I don't know how powerful this card is. Fangry Marauder is pretty good. Probably the best card here. Divine Offering's pretty good. I wish I'd taken better note of what was being passed. I'm going to take the Fangry Marauder. So, same pick. I'm going to take the Divine Offering this time. I don't want to dedicate too much to green. Maybe I do. I'm going to take the Divine Offering. I think we can splash it no matter what. I guess we get to find out how good Keeper is. I picked one of these so much earlier. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So Rusted Slash is not bad, it's not great, but it could also just cut somebody off of a good card versus me. I feel like that card's better versus me than against most people. Titan Forge I don't like. This is totally useful. 5/5 artifact, 5/3 artifact. Generate. We already have a Rusted Slasher. It's possible we pick up cards that would work well with Mirsire. The other cards are pretty bad. I'll pick up Mirsire. If we get screwed or we get a really big bomb, we can also just play it in any deck. I'll pick the large creature. Probably should have picked the 3/1, but I'm only playing against that card. So red and black look like they're closed off to us. Which means we probably would have been better off taking the burn the impure, but I think into the core stronger enough that it was worth it. Contagion clasp. Silvok replica. Glintock. I really like Silvok replica. We have some 2-drops, they're not great. They're probably not actual 2-drops. Well, Mirsire is if we're gonna play it. Probably won't play it. But Silvok replica is really solid. Gotta pick it up. So I'm gonna take this Tangleworm. Yeah, I'm gonna look for off-color mirrors and mirrors soon. Probably shouldn't take red cards even if we see them. It's pretty cut off. At this point we're pretty much mono green. We have a Divine Offering. Slice and Twain, on color mirror. Wall of Tangle Court. Slice and Twain is such a great card. Molder Beast is pretty good too. We've tried to table the Molder Beast or the Wall of Tangle or the Accordion Shield or the mirror. I mean, this pack's deep enough that we could potentially get something back, but it seems unlikely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards. We could get something back. I'll get this Slice and Twain though. It's just removal. There's the Molder Beast we just passed. We have a lot of artifacts. I'm going to take this Rusted Relic. It's just really, really good. We're going to have to start taking off-color mirror sooner. Because our decks are kind of slow. So off-color mirror is by far the best card for me here. Spellbomb could make our deck. Silvok Lifestack could make our deck. We don't really have anything that goes super great with it. Spellbomb, Memnite could potentially make our deck. Teljahad, Defiance could make our deck. I mean, this isn't a bad card. But I think we can pick one up later. We don't need the 5-drop. Forge Master's not going to be that good in our deck. I'm going to take this Spellbomb. Late Glintock. I think I'm going to take the Glintock idol. Snapcell Glider is pretty good in our deck. We have a lot of flyers. A lot of artifact energy. Cut some red or cut some. So I'm going to cut the Blight Mamba. And it could make it into our deck. For the sideboard, would I rather have Sunspear Shikari? We don't have a lot of creature removal. We have a lot of artifact removal. This shouldn't be that much of a problem. We passed on an earlier thing. I think I'm going to take this just because that archer is not strong enough as a sideboard card. I don't mind if somebody plays Golden Urn. I'll probably never play it. I'd rather not. I don't know, I think this card is just better. This is a good card. Golem Foundry has some merit in our deck. Probably wouldn't make it. Let's take this card. And we get a back last pick because somebody hates the card enough that they are willing to pass it up. So we have a Precursor Golem, Rather Hippogriff, Glimmer Point Stag. I mean, Precursor Golem's a bomb. Should probably take the bomb. A bomb is a bomb, and we have a lot of the artifact removal, so he's probably going to stick around. He's going to be pretty hard for other people to kill, from what we've seen. So creatures, not what I meant. So this mode I don't know how to drag. We have a lot of 5-drops and not that much acceleration. We could use one more off-color mirror or an on-color mirror. On-color mirror or a 3/3 or a 2/2 flyer. We don't really have any equipment for that 2/2 flyer. He's not that good in our deck. Gonna take the on-color mirror. Wall, Genesis Wave could be interesting. I don't know how well it works in this format. I don't think it works that well. Heavy Arbalest with Glinthawk is kind of cool. It's not the greatest. We're already playing a lot of mana. I don't really like Lifesmiths. I'd rather have Wall of Tanglecord. I'm going to go ahead and take the Wall of Tanglecord because I don't think Heavy Arbalest is that good in our deck. And I also don't think that Genesis Wave or Lightsmiths are better. Maybe I'd be better, happier with the Accordance Shield. I'm gonna take this Wall of Tanglecord. Perilous Mirror or Rusted Relic. We have two mana mirror already. That makes Rusted Relic pretty good. We have a lot of 4-drops already though. Not sure which one's better. We don't have any way to abuse Perilous Mirror. And the redundancy of Rusted Relic could be pretty good. I'm going to take the Rusted Relic. There's a vampire here. I said I would force vampires, but got absolutely no black cards in any of the packs other than that vampire. There's a Goldmere here. Goldmere's pretty awesome in our deck. He's actually really awesome in our deck. Glinthawk Idol's pretty good too. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Goldmere. I'm gonna go and take this other Goldmere. Yeah, I'm gonna take this other Goldmere. I'm gonna take this Glinthawk Idol. I'm going to take this Bleak Coven Vampires, I think. Nothing else in this pack is remotely playable. I'm gonna take this Glimmer Point Stag, I think. Glimmer Point Stag combos with Precursor Golem, Peace Strider, Skinwing, Glinthawk. Glinthawk combos with the same things, I guess. It's slower away. I'm gonna take this Glimmer Point Stag, it's too good. Although maybe it's too hard to cast for us. Could have been an argument against it. I'm gonna take this Hellion. So we made some mistakes, probably. There's a lot of cards that were pretty close. That Glinthawk might have been better than that Glimmer Point Stag. Although I don't feel like we don't have very many early artifacts. I think Glimmer Point Stag works without artifacts. I don't know. And we already had one. Don't want to draw two and then have nothing to do with them. So we probably don't need to play the Silver Mirror now that we picked up so many mirror. It might still be good enough in our deck, just due to the really high number of high converted mana costs. Okay, would we be happier playing an extra Silver Mirror over a Wall of Tangle Cord, perhaps, or over a Tangle Hulk, perhaps? Don't think over a Tangle Hulk, maybe over a Snapsail Glider. Snapsail Glider doesn't pick up any equipment that would be worth picking up for him. Isn't green. It's kind of small for our deck. I'm going to play the Silver Mirror. We have a lack of 3-drops, but we also have 4 mirror. We could add this Auriok replica. Don't like Auriok replica though. The land they suggested is probably almost wrong. I think that's the deck I'm gonna play, unless some of these cards are terrible and I've accidentally added them in. I mean, some of the cards are terrible, but we drafted them, so this is our deck.